Good morning, wherever you're watching me from. This is God Sent of Scentfarms, and today I want to share a very interesting topic with you guys, and that is going to be how much and what do you need to feed your rabbit with. I'm going to be using my farm, Scentfarms, as a case study, what and the volume of feed that we feed our rabbits here at Scentfarms. We all know that rabbits are herbivores in nature, but since we've decided to domesticate them, which is keeping them and rearing them in cages or hutches, especially when you have a large number of rabbits, getting grasses or herbs for them can be a pain to bear. So we've actually decided to formulate some special feeds that can meet most of their nutritional requirements to feed them, to make the feeding process easy. Now, here at Scentfarms, we actually started with some special rabbit feed that are formulated by certain persons, but it went out of stock and it went far from our reach. So what we substituted for the rabbits formulated feed was chicken feed. We got to find out that the chicken feed shares similar ingredients with the rabbit feed that we used to buy before, and it's within our reach. We don't have to spend or travel that far to get it. So that is what we use here at Scentfarms. Then sometimes thrice in a week we give them hay as well. We just go around, cut grasses for them. Sometimes we give them palm fronds, sometimes sugarcane leaves, sometimes grasses, just like that, at least 3 times in a week. I've actually noticed that they are more active at night and they eat more at night, especially the formulated feed. But during the day, they while away the time with hay. They go along with hay very well compared to eating the formulated feed in the day. So what exactly do we feed our rabbits? I've told you we feed our rabbits chicken feed. And how much of it do we feed our rabbits? Now you can see right here. Now this is the bowl I used to pack my rabbit feed. These are actually granulated chicken feed. There are some out there that are not granulated, they are dusty, but this one is a granulated one. So I use a grower match for my rabbits. You can see it. You might not get this granulated one in your locality, but if you can get it, you can bring up your rabbit with the pelleted ones. So this is what I feed my rabbit. And at what volume do I feed my rabbit? As you can see here, this is a small cup I used to measure. Let me show you. As you can see, this is my measurement cup that I use to measure what I feed my rabbits with. Now you want to, so for you to be able to maximize the use of your rabbit feed, you want to have a measurement cup that you use to measure the volume of feed that you're feeding one rabbit, so that you don't just go and be giving them unknown volume of feed at a time. So with this little cup, so you can see this is about 0.1 kg. That is about 4 ounce. 4 ounce of this feed is what I feed my rabbit once a day. Each rabbit goes with this 1 cup a day. As you can see, they are doing well with it. And I won't give all the credits to the feed, because you have to get a very good stock of rabbits, so that no matter what you feed them with, they will come out fine. Even with the little nutrients you can feed them with, they'll come out fine. So this is what I feed my rabbits. One of this cup in a day. One of this cup a day is what I feed my rabbits. This one was given since last night, and I think This guy is a picky eater. He doesn't eat much, but before the evening when I'm going to give the next course meal, he might have finished that food. As you can see, this one now is having a very little one. And for the nursing mothers, I give them 1.5 of this cup. Yes, let me state that clear, because they need more food to be able to match up the feeding of their kids. So for the nursing mothers, I give them 1.5 cup, and when the kids are at a wean stage, I increase it to 2 cups, and as they grow on, before I wean them, sometimes I increase it to 3 cups for the mother and the kids that are already eating, depending on the number of kids as well. So that is what I feed my rabbits. As you can see, this girl, I gave her 2 cups last night, and you can see there's nothing left in the bowl. These are actually her kids. They crossed over to eat on this very adventurous kids. So guys, that is what and the volume I feed my rabbits with. And you really don't need to load them up with too much of feed, because rabbits are not like chicken. They will eat to their satisfaction and then they will rest. They most times in the day you will find them reserved in one corner of their cage, just resting throughout the day. They are more active at night, so during the day they might not be having the interest to eat. They will just be resting. But during the night, that is when they are most active, and that is when I advise to feed your rabbits, because that is when I feed my rabbits. So you can feed your rabbits at any time, but that is when I deem it fit to feed my rabbits the pellets. You'll be able to maximize the use of your rabbit feed in your farm, so that you can get more out of it, not just wasting your feed. And your feeder also matters. Like the J feeder I'm using now also helps to minimize feed wastage as well. Yes. Now if you notice some of the feeders, some of them are higher and some are lower. Now you might be having some rabbits that are fond of scratching their feed. Even with the J feeder, they will be fond of scratching their feed just to find a particular ingredient that interests them. So in that way they will be wasting their feed. So what I do in such a situation is I just raise the level of the J feeder higher, so that it will be just possible for that particular rabbit to just stand up and eat, but it will be difficult for him or her to dig inside the J feeder. So that is how I reduce feed wastage in my farm as well. So I hope you've learned something from this. Share your thoughts in the comment section. What volume of feed have you been feeding your rabbits, and how it has gone, and how your experience has been, so that I might be able to learn 1 or 2 from your experience as well. So till I see you next time in the next video, this is Godsent of Scentfarms signing out of this episode. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.